Yes, I have a question.
Okay, so you say don't pause during workouts, right?
Correct.
If I pause, I miss out like on half of it. So I pause it so I don't miss out on all the work.
But the problem is when you pause it, you pause. You know, okay, let's take this as an example. Imagine you running a 5K, which is 3 miles. And you say, I'm tired, so I'm gonna pause. And then everybody finishes, and then you're like, okay, I'm gonna start back up again. So when you run the race again, you're kind of like, okay, I'm tired again, I'm gonna pause. So every time you get tired, you're gonna pause. Instead of not pushing pause and being like, okay, how long is it gonna take me to recover now? So that next time you're able to see, oh, I started working out faster this time. So, you understand what I'm saying? So instead of like pressing pause and you won't really know how much better you're getting. You know, let's just say it's the warm-up where you pause. Let's just use that as a hypothetical situation. If you pause in the second round of the warm-up on let's say the 1, 2, 3, you know, the next time what you want to do is like you won't know if you have to pause. I don't know if this is making sense, but you just want to keep going so that you can actually look at the video and be like, oh, I started sooner this time. Oh, I started sooner this time, and to the point where you don't pause. Pausing really stumps you, and then the workout, instead of you spending only 40 minutes working out, you went to 45 minutes working out. Who wants to work out more? You know, I don't. Okay. Anything else? No? Yes?
Is there going to be an insanity too?
Not really, but I'll never disappoint you, don't worry about it. Yeah?
Alright, how many volumes, 2 questions. How many volumes of Asylum are coming out? And if you have time, can you tell them that story that you told us on the cruise of how you got involved with Beachbody when you went over to what's-her-name's house? Because that's a hilarious story.
Oh. Well, I hope it doesn't sound too redundant to a lot of people. How many volumes of Asylum? Right now, I mean, I just finished not too long ago, volume 2. It's a nightmare. And the funny thing is, like, I was watching some of my own workouts back, and I was like, oh my God, like, I can't believe I said that. I'm like, what was going on in my brain, or why am I feeling like that? And then I realized, like, oh, I just had E&E, you know? So that stuff is crazy. So, I mean, I don't know, after volume 2, honestly, I don't know if you will really need a volume 3. I mean, if it gets super, super crazy and something happens with it, like we want more, you guys want more, then obviously they'll try to put me into the trenches to do more. I don't know if my body can handle that right now, but I would do it. But right now, when you get your hands on volume 2, you'll be like, all right, that's enough of Shaun T for a minute. How I got involved with Beachbody? I think you're talking about the story where, I'm going to cut forward just because I don't have much time, but I was working at Equinox Fitness Centers in Los Angeles, and I was teaching like 20 classes. What's up, man? Your hair's going, what's up with you guys in this hair thing? I can't even recognize you. So I was teaching about 20 classes a week at Equinox Fitness Centers. I mean, like anywhere from boot camp, step, kickboxing, spinning. My hip hop class was the most popular class, and one of the sales managers from the gym was like, oh, do you want to make more money? I'm like, sure, who doesn't? And he was like, well, this lady, Kathy Smith, is looking for some instructors to help her with her test group. She's coming out with this program called Project U, and she wants to help you. She wants you to help you out. She's looking for instructors to help her out. So now, backstory: I'm from the hood, like truly from the hood, like not growing up with a lot of money, and I'm in LA, and like everything's big, and people are driving these. I work at a gym where everybody's driving a Bentley or a Lamborghini pulls up, and I'm like, wow, this is amazing, and I'm teaching them, and I'm getting these people healthy and fit, and then someone comes to me and it's like, oh, Kathy Smith, who in my mind is an icon in fitness, wants me to just go for an interview to help her out. So I have my Ford Focus, and I'm like, man, don't make fun of the Ford Focus. Don't make fun of that. And so I'm driving, and I lived in North Hollywood, and then I was driving down to Brentwood, and I don't know if you guys ever been to that part of California, but Brentwood's really nice, you know, like a house like the size of the stage is like $1 million, you know, so I pull up to me, what was a mansion. I was like, oh my God, like, this is crazy. And I had my hat on, I had my pants halfway down here, you know, my high tops, and I'm like, so, you know, I'm like, oh my God. So she opens the door and I'm like, you know, this is like, you know, this white, older blonde lady, like, come on in, like, what's up? And I'm like, hey, what's up? Like, not knowing what's going on. She pulls me into her, dining room. She's like, yeah, I heard you teach classes, this and that, you know, how's it going? And she starts talking to me, and she immediately realized how much I love teaching, and I love making up workouts, and that was kind of like, it really, like, from like within minutes, like got us a really cool connection. So I'm like, oh great, like I think she's gonna like hire me, you know. She's like, yeah, you know, you're a good looking guy, you seem to stay healthy and fit. She's like, so why don't you come to my bedroom? And I was like, all right, and I looked at her like, okay, I mean, you fly and everything, but I didn't know that this is what this is about. Anyway. So we go, she's like, no, you know, she's like, I had big mirrors in my bedroom. And in my head, I'm like, I know what you're trying to do. You don't even understand, like, even though she was like, I'm gonna make her workouts, there was a strong part of me that was like, of course, you know, I'm here to do health and fitness, you know, but walking up those 12 steps, I was like, I don't know. I'm like, and she's like, all right, she's like, I mean, she's amazing. Like, I mean, she is like truly an incredible, high energy, and she's like, I mean, she did not even look her age at all, you know, and she was like so fun. And so we get upstairs, and you know, she was like, she turned on some music, and we started working out for real. And she turned on music, and I mean, we were up there in her room, and we started to design Project U. So, and then she hired me as being one of her, I was one of her instructors to teach the test group, but it ended up that I actually ended up teaching pretty much all of her classes. I taught more classes than she did, because obviously she already had a business and she was busy, so it was my first time experiencing, like I've always helped a lot of people lose a lot of weight through my classes and various gyms that I've taught across the country. But never was it documented, and never at the end did they have to go on camera and talk. And it was amazing because, you know, these people lost a ton of weight. I made a lot of great friends in LA at the time, and when they would go in for their interview, people would come out and tell me like, you know, we gotta try to get them to stop talking about you and talk about Kathy, you know? Because I was with them every day, and I'd be like, people, you gotta talk about Kathy, you know? But it was amazing, it was great, and then like 2 years later, I was still teaching at the same gym while professional dancing and choreographing, and that's when I got in touch with, Lara Ross got in touch with me, because I had this really popular hip hop class in Equinox. I mean, like, people would show up to the gym an hour early just for my class. It was crazy. And for me, I mean, it was just an hour of me acting a fool. Like, I was just having fun. And it was just amazing for people to, like, come to class. And then, so Lara saw me teaching, and she was like, why don't you come over to Beachbody? You know, we want to start a new program, and we want to see what you got. It's only going to take 5 minutes. And 2.5 hours later, I was walking out of Beachbody, and at that point, we had already, like, started, you know, to really get into hip-hop abs, and it was amazing. So that's kind of how, that was my little Cliff Note version of getting into Beachbody. It was really fun. Good question. And the guy next to you, what's your name?
Bart.
What's up, Bart?
Hey, how's it going? My question is more of a question about balance. What do you, obviously you don't live Beachbody, what do you do to relax? What do you do for fun? How do you unwind?
What do I do to relax and fun? Correction, I do live Beachbody. No, I'm just kidding. No, I do. That's what I do for my workouts. I do my workouts. I started Tai Chi, which is really cool. And yeah, so, but what do I do to relax? I play tennis. I joined the tennis league. So I won my first match like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
What? And I've only been playing less than 1.5 years, you know what I'm saying? Asylum, thank you very much. And I eat ice cream, but I don't mind having a stomachache the next day. And I love to travel. Like, I love to go different places. I love to just, like, one day Scott and I were driving home from an amusement park and we rode past Newark Airport. Now, mind you, not everyone can do this, but thank God for my program, the Beachbody. Like, I actually have the money to do this, but we always wanted to just walk into an airport and look at the board and be like, where do you want to go with no, you know. And so, you know, it's just things like that. Like, I love airports, I love airplanes, you know, like, it's just, that's kind of what I do for fun, and I don't know. I'm always creating things in my head too, so that's kind of relaxing to me as well. What was that? Do I want to learn how to fly a plane? No, I'll leave that to somebody else. Yes, how are you? Good to see you. Good. I don't think so. No, I don't think so. There's not much I can say. I don't think so, but I hope so. Put it like that. Yeah, you know, I need people to be like, oh, one more dance, you know. I mean, I think Zumba's fun and all, but they ain't ready for the real Shaun T. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
I bought your Kids Fit DVD for my goddaughter, and now she and all her neighbors, all her little neighbor friends do it, and they love it. And I'll do like little fit clubs with the kids and everything from time to time. Do you have any more kids CDs on your...
Not yet. I have had talks about wanting to do more kids DVDs because it's so fun. But that's just, you know.
They think you're
Next generation.
I'm cool. No, you know, I love it. Like, there are some of my favorite things to do, and it was amazing because about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I actually got an email from one of the kids that, I mean, not an email, Facebook post from one of the kids that were in the Fit Kids video, and the craziest thing is I was talking about this girl not long before that, maybe a couple of days, and I was like, I wonder, I forget her name even now after seeing the post, but I remember being at the shoot and the rehearsals, and like after the very first rehearsal, like she held my hand all the time, and she just would never, like her mom was like, oh my gosh, she had the best time, and so I saw a picture of her, and she was like, she's part of some dance cheerleading squad, and she looks amazing. And it's amazing, like she's always like, she actually wrote me a note and was like, oh, you inspired me to work out, and it was really nice. So I love it. Just a couple weeks ago, I actually visited a school. I did a visit to a middle school where kids, they actually added Insanity as their curriculum. So I went and I surprised the kids in an after-school program, and it's really fun. I love it. I love teaching kids. It's so much fun. Yes.
Then I just visited a junior high in my area that just did the exact same thing. So we'd love to have you come out and do the same thing.
Cool, I'm down.
Yeah, I got them a whole bunch of Insanity shirts and they give
Oh,
them out
sweet.
prizes and stuff.
Thanks for inspiring me. I appreciate that.
This question actually comes from my Insanity Challenge group that I'm running right now. This guy asked me why, or any thoughts on why the roll-up is so full-filled? Concerns about injuries such as spreading stuff before the stretch.
All right, so this has to be my last question. I was told I had to get out of here. I don't want to. But, so very good question. In my training, and in, like, I designed Insanity for my track and field days, and you go for it. Like, from where my training was from, is like your body is like, your muscles are like a rubber band. If you ever go look at an old rubber band that hasn't moved and just kind of dried up, if you start to, you start to stretch that right away, what happens to it? It pops. So I want to heat the body up as much as possible, so when you get to the stretch that we do, you become limber, so then when you get to the dynamic movement, you're able to move through the movement effectively. So, there you go. Unfortunately, I have to go, but, you know, it was very nice of you guys to sit here and listen to me run my mouth.